Thank you for staying on the Newshour. In a big boost to Aatmanirbhar Bharat, Prime Minister Modi took a sortie in the Made in India Tejas fighter jet. The light combat aircraft has been developed by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in Karnataka's Bengaluru. PM Modi donned the IAF uniform before boarding the Tejas aircraft. The 45-minute-long sortie of PM Modi underscored India's steadfast commitment to bolster India's indigenous defense capabilities. During his visit to HAL, the PM undertook a comprehensive review of the manufacturing unit. After the successful sortie, PM said that the experience has strengthened his faith in India's indigenous capabilities. Remember, viewers, this comes at a time when many people have also in the past mocked the Made in India effort. The light combat aircraft Tejas is a 4.5 generation multi-role fighter aircraft and is designed to take offensive air support and provide close combat support for ground operations. The IAF and Defence Ministry had signed a contract with HAL to procure a total of 324 Tejas aircraft, including all its variants. The HAL will also deliver 83 LCA Mark 1A and also the 36,468 crore by February 2024. Soon after the sortie, the politics took over. The Congress termed it an election stunt and said the PM is taking credit for UPA government's achievement. Listen to what was said.
Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi taking a flight in light combat aircraft Tejas is a very, very important event. Simply because if you look at the past history, VVIPs, that is Prime Minister or at times President, if at all they flew in an aircraft, they used to fly in the most modern aircraft, which was basically either a Rafale or a Sukhoi. It has never happened that your Prime Minister has ever flown in an aircraft called light combat aircraft Tejas, because Tejas is an indigenously manufactured aircraft.
I am little bit afraid. When Mr. Narendra Modi was very much there in the country, the ISRO failed. When Kankana Ranawat has met with Mr. Narendra Modi, her movie became a super flop. When Virat Kohli shook hands with Narendra Modi, he didn't get century for 3 consecutive years. And finally, after winning 10 consecutive matches in the recently held World Cup, just because our learned Prime Minister went to that stadium, India got defeated in the final. Now, the job has been done by Narendra Modi. I am afraid that in no time this particular craft gets crashed.
मैं एक लाइन में अगर कहूँगा तो ये कि प्रधानमंत्री आगे से अगुवाई करते हैं. देश की अगुवाई तो वो कर ही रहे हैं, लेकिन आगे होकर अगुवाई करना ये प्रधानमंत्री की पहचान है. और मैं हृदय से उनका अभिनंदन करता हूँ, क्योंकि तकनीक हो या हमारी सेना हो या हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ी, अगर वो भरोसा बढ़ाती है किसी काम से, तो ये बड़ी सफलता होती.
Let's open this up. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Manish Barriarr, political analyst, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, political analyst, Manoj Yadav, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, you heard the reactions. I'm sure you've followed what's going on social media also. Now, leaders of Team India have said that because PM went to ISRO failed. He shook hands with Kohli flopped. Team India lost because he was there at the stadium. Now, don't add to the list by saying because Rahul Gandhi had hugged the Prime Minister in Parliament, Rahul is also, not doing too well. I mean, where is this going? This was supposed to be a show of solidarity with our braves. This was an endorsement of Make in India. What is wrong if the PM has taken a sortie?
You call that a sortie? Okay, thank you. Your definition of sortie is again debatable. Anyhow, some names in India have become generic, like the Soot Boot Ka Sarkar, Panoti and Camera Jivi. They have stuck with a particular person in India. For that, I don't have any doubt. You also know, since you are also following the social media. But that just 20 kilometers away from when the Prime Minister
No, I don't know. No, Mr. Chaudhary, I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. If you could elaborate,
no,
please.
Please, just a passing comment that I'm making. Who is the Soot Boot Ka Sarkar? who is a camera GV and who is a Panoti, that everybody knows in India. But quote, unquote, there is a martyr lying 20 kilometers away from where the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji took his sortie in a Tejas aircraft. Very fine. He is the Prime Minister of India. He will go into a Tejas aircraft. There is no problem absolutely about it. But then when you do the politics of what you call this, of dikhawa, rather I can put it that way, then as a Prime Minister, just 20 kilometers, go to that martyr's house, give him a wreath of honor out there. He laid his country, his life for us, for the country. No, because your entire schedule has been fixed with a camera being placed on the hood of the aircraft, with people flying alongside him with cameras in it, with video cameras in it, just because he wanted to
I am
show
glad you
it
are
to
saying
the
that there
country.
were people flying alongside, because you know many people from the Congress
Pranesh, let
party
me just
jumped the
finish.
gun.
Let me just
Kamruzaman
finish.
Chaudhary, they were
On
asking
2019
who was the Prime Minister waving to. But no, I get the drift, sir. I'll get the BJP spokesperson to respond to you. Mr. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, 1 minute, sir. But before Sanju Verma comes in, let me just remind you of the comments made by Congress leaders. Sadak ke gunde. Will the Congress leaders go to the martyr's house and tell this to the family members, ask sabut of his valors, how did he die? Sanju Verma?
Okay, Pranesh, I now need to make a couple of points. You know, now, Pranesh, I did not heckle this man. You have to moderate the debate.
No, he will not speak over you. Yeah, make
He
your
is
point.
doing that. Thank you. Pranesh, you know, the earlier panelist said, you know, generic terms, blah, blah. I will not use any generic terms. I will call a spade a spade. Who is Pappu? Who is the person who made escape velocity famous? Who said, yahan se alu dalo, wahan se sona niklega? Who said, today morning I woke up at night? And who is मूर्खों का सरदार? मूर्खों का सरदार एक ऐसा शख्स है जो अपनी पिताजी और अपनी ग्रैंड मदर दोनों की धरोहर, दोनों की लेगेसी की धज्जियां उड़ा दी. A party which once got 400 plus seats in Lok Sabha today is struggling to even get 40 seats in the Lok Sabha, is reduced to playing second fiddle and third fiddle to regional players. That is the stature of the Congress party. Stature pun intended, because stature तो बचा ही नहीं है, वजूद तो कांग्रेस पार्टी का राहुल गांधी जी ने खत्म कर दिया. I'm glad you pointed out about this hypocrisy of the Congress. Bipin Rawat was called Sadak ka Gunda by Sandeep Dixit, the son of ex-Chief Minister Sheila Dixit. Sheila Dixit was a tall leader of the Congress. And when Sandeep Dixit called the late Bipin Rawat Sadak ka Gunda, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, forget condemnation. इनके मुंह में फेविकॉल जम गया. They did not even express remorse. They just said that is his personal comment. Recently, few months back, going on foreign soil, what did Rahul Gandhi say at Cambridge? चीन की सेना भारत के अंदर घुसकर हमारी भारतीय सेना की खूब जमकर पिटाई की. This is the language that Rahul Gandhi used on foreign soil for the Indian armed forces. And now in the last few seconds, let me finish. Chandrayaan 1's landing point was named Jawahar Point in an ode to the first family of the Congress, the Gandhis and Nehru Parivar. Whereas we named Chandrayaan 2's landing point as Tiranga and Chandrayaan 3's landing point as Shiv Shakti. But इनको तब भी इनके पेट में उबाल होता है. We have never said that Chandrayaan 3's landing point should be named Narendra Modi. So don't sit here and call us credit GV. And by the way, when you talk about matches being lost thanks to Narendra Modi being in the box or in the stadium, याद दिला दो 1982 हॉकी फाइनल्स में इंडिया लॉस्ट टू पाकिस्तान 7-1 and box के अंदर बैठे थे इंदिरा गांधी और राजीव गांधी. But no senior Congress leader ever called Indira Gandhi a panauti or Rajiv Gandhi a panauti. By the way, November 19th, last Sunday when we lost the World Cup final to Australia, November 19th is Indira Gandhi's birth anniversary. तो क्या हम ये कह दें कि इंदिरा गांधी is a panauti? Because उनके जन्मदिन के अवसर पर we lost the World Cup to Australia. So stop trying to peddle falsehoods.
Now,
people can see through your charade.
Okay, now let me bring in Manoj Yadav, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Manoj जी, प्रधानमंत्री ने अगर सॉर्टी ली, तेजस के बारे में आपको भी पता है, भारत में बना हुआ है ये पूरी तरह से, तो एक तरह से सब लोगों को मिलके बोलना चाहिए कि हम अपने जवानों के साथ खड़े हुए हैं. लेकिन किस तरह की राजनीति की जा रही है? कोई इलेक्शन स्टंट बोल रहा है, कोई बोल रहा है कि तेजस अब गिर जाएगा, टीएमसी के नेता हैं, टीम इंडिया के पार्ट हैं, वो कह रहे हैं कि तेजस ट्रैश हो जाएगा, पीएम ने उड़ा लिया उसको।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये सारी बातें मेरे ख्याल से कोई मतलब वाली नहीं है। निश्चित तौर पे प्रधानमंत्री जी एज ए प्राइम मिनिस्टर तेजस में उन्होंने एक जेट प्लेन में यात्रा की जो लड़ाकू विमान है। इससे पूर्व में मुझे याद आता है कि शायद हमारी महामहिम थी प्रतिभा पाटिल जी, वो भी काफी बुजुर्ग थी और उन्होंने भी इसी तरह का जेट प्लेन और जो लड़ाकू विमान था उसमें उन्होंने यात्रा की थी और ये देश के लिए गौरव की बात है। और मोदी जी, अच्छा ये लोग जो आरोप लगा रहे हैं मोदी जी,
मैं आपको बता देता हूं मनोज जी, AK एंटनी ने भी किया था जब वो रक्षा मंत्री थे।
तो वो तो मुलायम सिंह यादव जी ने भी किया था
जी।
जो
तो अब आप
पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष है।
तो ये तो आपके जो और सहयोगी हैं कांग्रेस वाले, वो तो बोलेंगे कि अब मुलायम सिंह जी गए थे तो अब इसीलिए ये हो रहा है। मैं क्या बोलूं, बोलने में भी मुझे
देखिए नहीं मैं ये बात नहीं कह रहा हूं। मैं अपने साथियों से ये कहना चाहता हूं जो गैर बीजेपी के साथी हैं, मोदी जी को कैमरा वाला आरोप मत लगाया करिए, वो अच्छी बात नहीं है। मोदी जी कैमरा वही बात है जैसे कि किसी व्यक्ति की सांस और किसी व्यक्ति की जो परछाई होती है, तो उस पर कोई सवाल नहीं खड़ा करना चाहिए। जब किसी की सांस ही कैमरा है तो फिर उसमें क्यों अनावश्यक रूप से उस पर बात किया करते, नहीं उठाना चाहिए उंगली नहीं। ये मोदी जी का स्टाइल है अपना पॉलिटिक्स करने का। हाँ, महत्वपूर्ण ये है, अरे एक मिनट के फनी तो वो थे जो गए थे और उनको बिना बताए नाम मिल गया, बिना बताए मिल गया।
बुलाया आपके आईपी सिंह ने राहुल गांधी को मंद बुद्धि बुलाया, उस पर
तो किसी के बुलाने से थोड़ी नहीं हो जाएंगे राहुल गांधी मंद बुद्धि, थोड़ी नहीं हो जाएंगे किसी के बुलाने से कोई मंद बुद्धि थोड़ी नहीं हो जाएगा।
यादव ने भी राहुल गांधी को
क्या हो गया? मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ संजू वर्मा जी, आप क्या लड़ना चाहती हैं? आप तो ऐसा बॉयल करती हैं। एक सेकंड रुक जाओ भाई, ऐसे आप बॉयल करती हैं।
ब्रेक संजू वर्मा, मनोज जी एक मिनट, एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेने दीजिए। वी विल कम बैक टू इट। प्लीज अलाउ मी अ शॉर्ट commercial break. We'll come back to this, please. Welcome back. We heard from Sanju Verma and Manoj Yadav, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Now, Manish Barriarr, I want to bring you in. We are a little short on time today. Is this responsible commentary by opposition leaders?
Absolutely not. It is a very frivolous comment and it's a very non-serious comment. In fact, they should have taken pride in the fact that Prime Minister, took this sortie at this point of time. I would just quickly say 2 points. One, it has political ramifications because if Prime Minister does this, it kind of reinforces his macho image, and he has that strongman image. It also, amongst the army, it gives a huge boost of confidence. That is second. And more importantly, it has economic ramification, which most of the politicians of opposition, they should understand. If you look at France, USA, England, all these countries, they are one of the largest, even China, largest exporters of defense products. This is a fledgling industry, now 15,000 crore. It has a potential to become more than lakh crore. And I think it's a very, very visionary and futuristic step for a Prime Minister of this country who has taken this step forward. And if India has to move on to the next step of being a developed country as well as a country which has an influence, global influence, our defense industry has to export and our own companies have to export. And I think this is such a wonderful step which has happened, which everybody has to welcome. I don't know why they make it so frivolous and they put it down to something so simplistic.
And this is such a disservice. I just want to add, well said, Mr. Barriarr. I just want to add, before we take a break, that this is also an important event and a statement, a visual metaphor, I must add. Because, it comes at a time when many people, and I don't want to name those politicians, our viewers will get the drift, who've said that, look, Make in India is only an empty slogan. The market is filled with made in China products. This Tejas is an indigenously developed aircraft, and the message is going out to the world. I thank all of you, Manoj Yadav, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, Manish Barriarr, Sanju Verma, for joining us on the News Hour.